Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. There's a reciprocal relationship between the elders and the elders inoculate the young, and the young inoculate the elders. Both groups are there to prevent the other group from being pressed into a box that's too small for them to live. We're also there to refute all assaults made on hope and truth. They say the elder is dangerous because of how they want to protect what preciousness is. We don't let preciousness be harmed. We turn away from what's false and poisonous, and we exact a formidable force to opening your senses. Sometimes it happens suddenly. The Spanish have a word called relámpago, which means like lightning flash, and it opens you up. It reminds you not only hang out with other people who are psychic vampires and would rip your energy off, but your own inner vampire that drains you and steals your lifeblood. Everybody has a predator within, and so you don't want to be a blood donor to that psychic complex in you that doesn't produce but flattens everything out and douses your love. So once you realize that the tests and trials, the tempests and travails in your life are not oppositional, but they're complementary and transformative, you take a new approach to what's going on. In fact, I always like to say we're all members of the Sacred Heart tribe and the Scar clan especially. And remember, scars strengthen the skin. You have to grow a little tough edge on you, like a tree to survive winter has to have a hard bark on the outside to protect the soft growing part within. So one of the things I tell everybody is that yoga is practicing lessons for the disenchanted. It teaches you to live more ever deeply than you have before, and it reminds you to open up to your visual, auditory, kinesthetic, olfactory, and gustatory senses. And find beauty everywhere you go. Make beauty. Don't only see it, but also create it. We understand that being alive is heavy. Trauma is part of life. But you learn to take being assailed and blown off course and find your center again. So part of it is what you learn to be both world engaging and world renouncing. So when you practice yoga, you're at a certain point of departure where, like many mystics before you, and the study of their lives shows you the consistent similarity in their experiences as they try to explain as best as possible the science of the ultimates, the living reality, which is based on a certain perception. And it's all so similar throughout history, whether it's ancient history, medieval history, modern history. So the first thing they would say is, remember that you're gifted. Nobody is born to live a normal life. So pay attention to what's odd and unusual in you. Don't be obedient, obsequious, and ordinary, but realize you're unique, you're unrepeatable, you're one of a kind. You're the first, you're the best, you're the last, you're the only one. And although some people may call this spiritual audacity, I call it welcoming yourself to the fireside. Yes, it's true the dark side has to be met and dealt with. And yet there are certain things that can only be seen in the dark and alone. So inhale and exhale, my friends, and draw strength from your eternal source, which is living spirit, so that you can overcome any fear of not loving. Because if you don't love, you'll be bitter cynical, and your heart will turn to stone. Don't do that. Instead, open wide. Awareness hurts, but it's worth it.